to change the existing law governing special elections. The governor has said he's willing to do that.
Elections and moving the dates and all of that.
When you think about it, though, this September-December scenario, we're putting the city elections and the special election on the same day. That means the state is only paying for a total of 2 election days as opposed to possibly 3 to hold them on different days.
No hard feelings.
I'll always be grateful for what President Trump did for this country. I prayed for him again today. I had hoped he would come around and see that he had been misled about my role that day. But that was not to be.
2 other Republicans joining the race in the past 24 hours. Here in the world is coming to America this afternoon. Lionel Messi announced that he's going to play for Inter Miami. Messi rejecting an offer from Saudi Arabia. They are still working out the details, but Messi will end up with a piece of the team and a slice of Major League Soccer's streaming revenue at some point. The Jazz are champs on TikTok. KSL News Radio's Michael Commit with that story.
By focusing on about how the team posts, allowing them to engage hardcore fans and casuals.
Like Nigel Swaby are concerned UDOT's plan to expand I-15 could force people on the west side out of their homes.
This is to benefit commuters from Davis County at the expense of the most
refinement and analysis between here and the draft.
Right, and we've seen that here, but here's the different twist. Are you ready? They just canceled the Yankees game in New York.
No.
Really?
This is in the Draper Bluffdale area, exiting off of I-15 northbound at 146 South. They are blocking a right lane, but you can still get around them just fine in the left. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
My minute in just a moment.
Hey guys, Alex and Scott.
I have a CPAP machine that I've had with them for years, and they're great to work with me and really create an experience where I'm not limited. You know, I can enjoy life, but I can also...
Resupply program, the portable oxygen, comfortable lift chairs, bathroom safety needs, so much more. AlpineHomeMedical.com.
If your water heater's over 10 to 15 years old, congratulations. You've beat the average. What's up, everybody? I'm Mike Wilson with Any Hour Services, and I love hearing stories of people having water heaters that are really old, and they're still doing their job. Unfortunately, most of us won't be that lucky. And when water heaters fail, it's usually in spectacularly inconvenient. Whether you're looking for a new tanked water heater or you want to see what upgrading to a tankless would cost, the plumbers at Any Hour Services can show you.
Startling words. With the promise of a bright future evaporating for these kids, Xi Jinping repeatedly tells the young to eat bitterness. Eat bitterness. It's a uniquely Chinese expression that means seek out self-inflicted hardship. Toughen yourself up, sort of like pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Eat bitterness. The Times reports that the state-controlled media is full of stories of college graduates recycling trash, fishing, or even setting up food. Traffic and weather together on the 9s brought to you by Granite Credit Union, helping members.
At Silver Summit. Steve?
And for downtown drivers, got a water main break affecting traffic between 8th and 9th south on 30, so you would want to avoid that area. Otherwise, full speeds on 15, either direction this afternoon so far between downtown Salt Lake and Willard Bay State Park. 89 between Lagoon and the I-84 ramps. Make Father's Day easy. Get the best gift ever, a blanket or robe from Minky Couture. Shop online.
We'll go 61 overnight, partly cloudy skies. And for tomorrow, low 80s, partly cloudy.
Hey, Doug Burnham? I mean, we're talking Cornell West. We're going to go in-depth with Boyd Matheson, all-day companion for news. My good friends at Advanced Window Products are now working about 8 weeks out. So if you call them today and decide on your complete sliding glass or window screens that flex and never buckle, they Advanced Window Products, 80...
Click Grainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The management, the simple fact is the water is moving and you're either going up or down. If you are in a job, you need to get ready for what is next, even if your boss, your organization...
News time 3:15, the 3 things you need to know this hour. First,
Draper Bluffdale.
Former President Trump now criticizing Trump for pressuring him to overturn the election results that led to the January 6th attack.
On that day, President Trump also demanded that I choose between, and I always will.
North Dakota's Governor Doug Burgum announcing his bid today, and last night former Governor Chris Christie kicked off his campaign. Another 4,000 have fled homes in Ukraine after the dam burst from an explosion this week, flooding in areas occupied by Russia. ABC's Tom Sufi-Burridge is in Zaporizhia, not far from Europe's largest nuclear plant that relies on river water to cool reactors.
The UN is saying in a couple of days, maybe, that means that it can actually...
You have a unique take on who. You have a unique take on who's rooting for.
In a brash, bombastic kind of way, and so you would think that all of the other candidates in that crowded field would be cheering that exactly what the former president wants, because it makes it look very similar to twin else. With any ideas around
those who are traveling southbound I-15 the rest of the way through Utah County, starting in Sandy.
Cloudy both days. Highs in
Air in the distance through the wildfire smoke. I think I saw.
Much more than a regular checking account. It's a saves you money, makes life easier, always has your back account. Because it's absolutely make sure you're rocking more than a checking account. Head to America First and apply for the exclusive protection, perks, and paybacks of premium checking today. Subject to membership eligibility and conditions. Federally insured by NCUA. Since 1939, America First has been helping people pursue their financial goals. And as we have, so come join us and let us put you first. America First Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
After I lost the 34 pounds on the soda, you know, they say you only teach a kid 3 ways, example. I started eating healthier. I wasn't binging on entire bags of Cheetos. I wasn't binging on things of healthier. I eat smarter, and my kids follow what I do.
My daughter, everything you love. And they can do away with the hunger pains at the beginning of this process to the point where they're almost non-existent. Believe it or not, Soda weight loss can help you or somebody in your family. The average female 2 to 3 pounds every week. The average male 3 to 5 pounds. Find out for yourself. Go to sodaweightloss.com, spelled SOTA. Think Tim and Amanda. It is state of the art.
Summer 2023 will be one to remember. Mike Pence and Chris Christie set to enter the race.
Governor Cox is actively
at a 70. Each of the past 3 months, Utahns have checked in as mildly optimistic, but nationwide, Gray Cloud number 17 in the nation for electric vehicle usage. An IC Cars survey says the top 3
rate savings options with yields up to 5.5%. All you do is go to uccu.com and select a high rate savings option to do just what you said, supercharge your savings.
Be a rain gutter or siding installer. Jim Jr. here with RGS Exteriors, and man, I can still remember all those wannabe astronauts and quarterbacks looking at me like every day I wake up and think, man, I'm living the dream. And now my own kids are starting to work in the business too.
At 146 South in the Bluffdale Draper area, that right lane remains blocked, but you have plenty of room. Found I-15 picking up the pace, and that's from Murray to 2100 South, but accident-free on your Salt Lake County freeways. Steve?
In downtown Salt Lake City, crews still fixing that water main break between 8th and 9th South. On premium checking from America First is more than a regular account. In fact, it's so loaded with benefits and features, it was voted Best Perks by Money.com. Apply for it today at AmericaFirst.com. Steve Carlson in the KSL Traffic Center.
Low pressure still hanging out with us, so we'll go for 80s to highs in the low 80s. From the KSL Weather Center, I'm Matt Johnson.
In
Hugo Ricard Bell, KSL News Radio.
KSL News Time 3:31. The National Weather Service has now canceled the last flood advisory.
For just a catastrophic melt. It just couldn't have happened any better.
KSL News Radio's Adam Small reports this wasn't removed because of flood concerns.
The river is actually flowing freely underneath this giant slab of snow and debris. Sergeant Spencer Cannon